I got a feeling that you got me covered too. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Hi, everybody. I thought I would just come on. Remember, we're going to come on every day in the month of June and just connect with each other. This is not going to be long tonight. Kind of been dealing with a little bit of a migraine today and just still kind of under the weather a little bit. I think I got something when we went away for the weekend and I'm just trying to get through it. So, but we'll get there one day at a time, that's for sure. That's what we do, right? We only do things one day at a time, and that's what we're doing. Um, so I hope everybody's doing well. But like I said, I wanted to make sure that I came on as I said I would for a few minutes and connect with y'all. And tomorrow, if everything goes well, we're going to do our, hi Fuzzy, we're going to do our wheel in the morning. I have every intention of doing that, our surprise wheel. And what that is we have a bunch of topics on the wheel. And eventually, once I figure out this whole Streamlabs thing, we'll be able to actually have people on and we pick a topic and we just start talking about it. We don't know what topic it's going to be. It's kind of a random topic and we don't know what it is. And I can see my snowman needs to be fixed. I need to fix it a little bit better. Hi, Indigo. Thank you so much. And I did see your comment on one of the devotions. I just haven't responded to it yet. I promise I will. But just trying to get back in the swing of things, and it's a little bit overwhelming a little bit, but that's okay. And again, I didn't want to make this too long tonight because I also want to get on and do a couple devotions before it's time to go to bed. But I don't know if it's the weather, but my voice has been a little bit raspy, and it could be because of the medicine. Sometimes the asthma and the albuterol inhaler and stuff, and the albuterol and that kind of stuff makes your voice. So my voice has kind of been a little bit fickle, to say the least. Tomorrow we will gift our memberships. We do that on the second and fourth weeks of the month. So we will definitely be gifting out memberships tomorrow morning. And I don't know what topic we're going to choose. Hopefully I will be up. Lately, I've been getting up at like 8 o'clock. I don't know if it's because of the sun pouring in the window, but I'm like, I just like to sleep in. So we'll see. And of course, it always happens, right? When you say that, right? What happens the next day? You want to sleep in and you're able to sleep in. I woke up this morning at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I was like, I'm wide awake. I can't go back to sleep, which is not usual for me. But anyway, I'm just taking one day at a time. I'm thankful that the one problem is resolved for now. I'm just kind of dealing with I've got the one issue kind of taken care of, but the asthma is kind of holding me back a little bit, but that's okay. Well, I will certainly be praying. I will make sure that I put that on the list. And if you're praying, we just have an unspoken prayer request right now. I can't really go into detail about it, but we have several of them that I would appreciate just prayers. But, I thought about my birthday a little bit because it's coming up. And I said to Josh, I'd love to get some Wingstop. I love Wingstop. I love their chicken. I'm not too much of a wings person, but I really like their chicken wings. And I thought, you know what? I don't think I want that. I think I want to make my high 99 Midnight Gamer. Not a morning person either. Family member is getting tired of watching it. And so I've never been a morning person either. But anyway, I was thinking of making my grandmother's spaghetti sauce. I don't know why that suddenly sounds good, but I've been just thinking, I guess, because of Patty and everything. And I'm going to videotape it because I want it on this channel. It's a recipe for it. But I keep going back to when I was kid. She lived in Daytona Beach. And so we would drive up to Daytona, and which was 4 hours from where we were. And she would have this pot of spaghetti sauce on the stove. And we walk into her house and smell this wonderful spaghetti sauce and sit and have spaghetti sauce. And she always got one of those, like those Pillsbury's cakes, that she used to have. And so we used to have one of those and garlic bread and the spaghetti sauce. So I'm thinking I may do that for my birthday. I just kind of cook that on the stove. But I've got the ground beef. I just need to go get, I don't know if she added sausage, but I add sweet Italian sausage to it. And I add some other things. So I thought maybe we'll do that. And of course, I videotape it and put it up. My grandmother's spaghetti sauce. She just walked in her house and you could just smell it. And you knew that she was all the way up. You knew that that's what Grandma was going to have, was her spaghetti sauce. So I thought, I don't know why, nostalgia kind of memories coming back. And get one of those cakes from the store. Pillsbury cakes. They don't have the ones with just the vanilla. They seem to have the ones with the chocolate. But she used to have those a lot. And of course, black licorice. She used to have black licorice a lot. I don't do a lot of black licorice anymore, but oh boy, she always had it. It always used to be the Winn-Dixie black licorice wrapped up in like the cellophane on the thing. It was like nostalgia. Going back and remembering all that. But anyway, not much has happened today. I've done a lot of crocheting. I had a little bit of a nap. But again, I've been kind of dealing with headaches, so I'm just, I think that I have to realize that, yeah, that's what I thought. If I do it, of course I would record it, but oh, it's over there. I'm not gonna grab. I'll grab it later. I'm not gonna grab the. It's got like 5 yarns attached to it right now. It'd be a mess to try to get it off the bed. But I've been watching Little House on the Prairie, and I took a nap, and I've just kind of realized, Mary, your body went through a lot, and it has, as when you're kind of dealing with asthma, it kind of tires you out. And it's getting better slowly but surely, but it's just like, it's just draining me. And, so I'm just really kind of, I'm like this week, I'm like, I have just got to take it easy and try not to push it, try not to do too much. If by chance just happen to be that I decide that I can sleep in the morning, who knows, right? My body may decide it or something. Or I get up and it's 9:30 and I'm not up to doing 9:45 tomorrow for the surprise, the mystery wheel. I will just go ahead and reschedule the time. I will still do it, and we're going to do it, but I may move the time to a different time tomorrow, just if I wake up and I go, it's 9:30. I just don't have my stuff together yet. I'm really not going to set an alarm tomorrow. And we'll just see. So if by chance I get up in the morning and I'm just not with it, what we'll do is we'll just reschedule that Mystery Alive wheel until evening. So that's what we're going to do. Because I still want to do what I set out to do for the most part. I know I skipped the first Tuesday, but I'm really trying to get back in the swing of things, trying to get back into editing. I put one of the devotions up today, so I got that done. I'm working on the second one. I'm going to try to get off here in a few minutes and record like at least 2 or 3 of the devotions. I really have to say, when you become and I'm helping my mom with this channel, and she does, stuff in the back. She will sometimes answer comments. She helps with with like the thumbnails and all that kind of stuff, and the Bible verses and stuff. And when you become where you're on the other side of the camera, it changes things. You look at things so much different. It's like when I look at a channel and I see the person, I see the content creator, I'm like, they really put a lot of work into making their channel what it is. They put a lot of time and they put a lot of effort, and it makes it so different when you're looking at a channel from the perspective of the other side of it, in a different way than I would have looked at it if I was just somebody that was a viewer. And it's work. It is. I find there's parts of it I find joyful. And there's parts of it that I'm like, I don't know if I like this too much, but, at times when I want to kind of zone out, I can go and do a lot of the thumbnails and the creativity part. Hi, Lucy. And the creativity part and everything. And it's like, it's a whole different perspective when you look at it. And, I think to myself, I think we have to realize that, especially the channels that are trying to build community and trying to bring people together and trying to do lives and so forth and make that community effort come together, that really takes some effort, and it takes some work, and it takes some, putting things forward and trying to come up with ideas and trying to come up with things everybody likes and doing this and then also, like, way back when I used to be in Florida and I used to work for a magazine, I would go to places and network, for the magazine place, and I would network. Well, what are you doing when you're going to different channels? You're networking. You're networking and exposing your channel and putting your footprint out there, and it changes things when you become on the other side and you're seeing all the things, and you're realizing that a lot of these channels that have gotten even just where we are, let alone the channels that have gotten at 2,000, 5,000, 20,000, so forth, they've put a lot of work and effort into their channel, and sometimes it takes a little longer than others, but they're putting a lot of work and effort, and we certainly try. I know we could probably do better. I don't know if I want to change the core of what this channel is about, and this channel is about community. It always will be about crocheting that connection and bringing people together for the support and bringing people together so that people can have each other to kind of help each other through this thing we call life. And that's never going to change. And I think to myself, part of what this channel will always be, and I want to say this, is there will be times where, like I do when I bring my rocking chair out and I sit and I crochet, just so that it's open and that's there, and we're chit-chatting, and we are making sure that it's a safe place for people to come in and start connecting with each other. And we don't really have an agenda. I just put on, let's just chat for a few minutes. There's no real agenda. There's no real topic. It's just bringing people together for the basis of communication and connection. And that really, those times where we do that, really, for me, is special, because I know there's people within the chat that get to meet each other and connect with each other and have that community built. And so And it's important, whether we're standing out in the rain or we're just sitting and talking or we're sitting and doing whatever it is. But, you know, take a moment, just a little side note, take a moment when you go visit a channel just to realize that they're putting a lot of effort. And this is kind of like watching your child grow a little bit. You know, you're watching those milestones happening. We're not too far from 1700. And that was almost impossible to think of when we first started this. And so, you know, just take a moment to realize that when you go visit channels and you go look at what they have and what they've put together, they're putting time, they're putting effort in to make and build a channel. Some of them are making sure that they're building a community of people to come together just to help each other, be there to support each other. And they're putting time and effort in. And I do believe as people are getting, you know, we have not had cable for a long time. We have streaming services. And there's a couple of new shows we watch, but there's a lot of shows that we watch that are, you know, older shows, things that I've seen before, things that I think the writing's not like it was back then, you know. And I'll go to YouTube a lot as a source of my place of having, you know, connecting with people and having that community and finding different channels and supporting those channels and getting to know different people. I've met some really amazing people. I am so blessed that I've been able to be able to meet and have in my life because of YouTube. And it's just like, to me, it just amazes me pretty constantly that, you know, it really becomes a community. And that's what we're building, and that's what we're going to continue to build. And I hope that we do that for you all. We certainly try. We certainly try to do a whole range of stuff, from recipes to devotions to just connecting to different topics and so forth. And we just try to make it where everybody's kind of, come on in, the lighthouse is open, and let's just get through this thing we call life. And you know what? Sometimes life can be messy, and sometimes life can be hard, but I tell you, don't do it by yourself. Don't do it alone, because it's so fun to do it alone. It's so much better to do it with a community and do it with people that can come together and help support you. It certainly makes a huge difference. So again, I wasn't going to stay on here terribly long, but remember, we were going to do that live somewhere every day except for Monday, really. I don't want to strain my voice too much. I'm going to do a couple devotions, but I've been having this. I think it's the smoke and the weather and the pollen and all that kind of stuff. I can't wait for fall. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. But we do have memberships on this channel. We do have a 99-cent membership. It just is a way of supporting the channel. And we're grateful for everyone that does continue with their membership. And then we have a $2.99 membership, and that just means that your videos get out. You're the first one that sees any of the videos that come out. So we're going to take a moment and dance and say thank you to our members, but also remember Elvis is in there thanking you. Thank you very much for all the support that all of our channel members certainly give us. We're so grateful for it. And whether you're a channel member or not, we are so thankful and grateful for you just showing on up and being here and reminding you to be that awesome disco ball that you can be. So let's take a moment and just do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So again, it's never expected. It's always appreciated. But thank you to the channel members that do help us to provide extra content for you all. We certainly do appreciate it. Again, I'm going to get off here. Again, my voice is just, again, I think it just has to do with a lot of the asthma going on, but we're getting there one step by one step and one day by one day, that's for sure. But I'm going to get to the devotions. I'm trying tonight before I go to bed to edit the next devotion and get those out, and hopefully I can get through 3. I tried yesterday to actually get through 3 devotions and my voice only lasted to 2. So we'll see. I'm not making them terribly long because I want to get them out and get caught up with the devotions, but we are getting caught up with the Bible verses. Those are going to be up to date as of tomorrow. So again, tomorrow we have scheduled 9:45 for the mystery wheel. If by chance, I'm going to keep the time as is. If my body decides to wake up on early tomorrow, then I will go ahead and we'll do the 9:45 as usual. But if by chance, I just get up and I'm not up to it at 9:45, I will reschedule the time for later on that evening, and we'll still do the mystery wheel. It'll just be night. And we may change that a little bit, where we may do some of the mystery wheels in the day, in the like 9:45 in the morning, and then do some in the evening. So that may change and vary a little bit, just so that different people at different times get to see it, because we know YouTube does the YouTube things it wants to do, right? So remember to be proud of being yourself, because everyone else is taken. We got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered, and keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook required. And if by chance I need to reschedule that for later on in the evening for the mystery wheel, I will make sure it is in the community post. And starting next week, we will get back to actually doing channel shout outs. So I'll make sure that starts to happen again, because I think those were really special, and I want to continue. We want to continue for sure to do them. So we'll see you tomorrow, either at 9:45 or somewhere during the day. We will certainly see you, and we will talk to y'all later. Have a great night or day wherever you're seeing this. Bye-bye for now.
So proud of being